Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome to another edition of James Jam.
Take two.
I'm Jame. This is my jam. Well, after the debacle that was Monday, I'm not surprised that I'm tongue-tied and everything else. You missed it, but I got a phone call while filming and it shut my camera off. And then when I went back to go film, I didn't turn the camera the right way. Then Connor had to fix it, but
Was it your good friend Spam?
yes, and it was
Always on the phone with Spam.
there's shadows everywhere. Oh, it was a nightmare. So, anyways, without further ado, I was tagged by the wonderful Dawn from Dawn Loves Couture to do this tag, and I'll put all the tag information down below, like who started it, things like that. But it was bags that stir an emotion in me, and this was really hard for me to pick because there are so many bags that stir different emotions, or I think differently about them. So it was tough. So I did a limit of a few of them here because there's different bags that evoke different emotions for different reasons.
And you're a woman, and there's thousands of emotions.
Right. Thank you. So the very
Oh, Lord.
the very first bag that came into mind was my little Gucci camera bag here. Just a nice, simple little camera bag. It's got beautiful silver hardware. And I use this bag up until recently. This was my vacation bag. Whenever we were going to Gatlinburg, this bag came out, and so it makes me happy. I don't know how much more I'll use it because I have fallen in love with the Coach Tabbies. But every time I look at it, all I think is Gatlinburg. It is my Gatlinburg bag. I love going to Gatlinburg, so it just makes me super, super happy. And I love it. It just makes me happy every time I use it. Or even see it. Just, that's the cool thing about bags. So many of these bags, when I look at them, they bring me joy. So I don't know that I have any bags that give me any negative feelings. The next bag I'm going to bring up, because I just spoke about it, was this Tabby 20. Now this brings up a lot of good emotions too, because this, for a number of reasons. Number one, I went to we dropped as me and the cameraman dropped our son off in Charlotte, North Carolina, a year ago in May, to spend the day with a buddy of his that he's got a couple buddies down there, but they were going to spend the day together. So we agreed to drive him there because Charlotte looked like a beautiful city, and
more importantly,
it had a nice big mall.
Uh-huh.
And for you, it had Cheesecake Factory, even though we have those here. But
I was in with that, yeah.
So while we were at the Coach outlet, I was able to get the bag up there, the fuchsia colored backpack. I saw it as soon as I walked in. I also got a black Coach bag from there. And then this was sitting there in a markdown area. And I just couldn't, I had to have it. I was wearing a black Tabby at the time, but I had to have it. I just thought the yellow was so neat. This leather, I've said it 1,000 times, feels so good. And it was so exciting because I got to get all my Coach tags hot stamped. I've never been in a place where I could do that. So I already was feeling all the good feelings about this. So when it came time a few months later to go to New York, well, first I went to Canada, Niagara Falls, Syracuse, and then New York City to meet up with the handbag tribe. I had a great time, just the trip with my son. And this is the bag that I took with me downtown New York City. While we were down there, Winnie, from Winnie BLV, gave me this little berry here. which I promptly put on the bag. And so this just has such good memories about it. It was so fun going to Charlotte. It was super fun finally getting to have something hot stamped, because I have no LV hot stamped. I've never been in a store that does it. Well, okay, that's not true. I have some LV hot stamped. I don't have any hot stamped that I was there when it was hot stamped. And so we had a great day at the mall, me and you. Then we went to Cheesecake Factory when we were all done shopping. It was just a good time from start to finish. And then taking it on the other trip in New York City. This just makes me really happy. Then this bag. Now, I've gotten other handbags and small leather goods and things like that from my friends, and I love them all. I mean, they all invoke emotions, but this one is just particularly funny because Winnie bought this when the Marc Jacobs stuff came out, and I bought this one here, and that's the only one I bought, but I wanted this one as well. But I actually put my foot down for myself for once. Should write that down or take the date down. And I only got the one. It was really hard to only get the one because I probably had every bag in the place in my cart originally. But then Winnie picked this up and she showed it on her channel, and I'm thinking, oh God, I should have.
FOMO.
And then she said, well, I think I'm going to give this away. And I'm thinking, oh, dear Jesus, God, please let it be to me. Please let her get my name for Christmas. Please let me be the person she gets. And does she know how much I love The Wizard of Oz? I mean, to give you an idea, I'm contemplating me and Mick flying out to Vegas just to go to the Sphere to see the Wizard of Oz that's out there. It would just be a super quick trip. But so far I've talked myself out of that. But man, do I want to go, because I have loved that movie since I was little. I have story after story I could tell about it, and I just love that movie. So my two favorite character, bar none, is the Tin Man. He just is. But otherwise I like the witch, probably because she's green, but I just do. So when I opened up my Christmas gifts from Winnie and this was there, I think I cried because I wanted it. And then she got me a Tin Woodsman Barbie. Oh, God. She got me so many good things. But The Wizard of Oz is just so special to me that it evokes so many emotions. And this just makes me purely happy. Then the last bag that I'm going to put in my little list for today, because I could go on and on. Like, another one I was going to put in was my little bag from Ed there that he painted. But if I was putting in gifts, I'd be all day if I was trying to put in something Anyways, I'm limiting myself. This is the other one. And this evokes, we're really doing this, huh? Emotion from me. Because up until I purchased this bag, I didn't know that I was gonna get into bags the way that I did.
Luxury bags?
Yes. I always liked handbags, you know this. But, and I have always had a ton of handbags, like a ton of Coach. This isn't unusual for me. You can ask him. It's just now the prices went up and I store them more predominantly than I used to. But if it wasn't this, it was Coach and Michael Kors. What was it? Apartment 9. Apartment 9 was something else before then.
Apartment 8?
No, it wasn't like Express. It was something else. And my mom would buy me those. I'd get that handbag and the matching wallet. Or Tommy Hilfiger did a lot of matching wallets and purses that were cool.
Tommy, pull my finger.
Yeah, but this is the bag that I told the story before, I fell in love with. It was on Yugi's Closet, and it was right around $1,000. And I just kept talking myself out of it and talking myself out of it. I'm not going to spend the money. I'm not going to get into this. No, 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 no. I'm not going to do it. But ever since I watched Minx Fro, this is all Minnie's fault. She has no idea who I am. But if it wasn't for her, this wouldn't be sitting here now. I found her. I don't even know how she came up in my feed. First couple times I watched her, I kept thinking, oh, that poor girl. She spends all that money on those bags and she thinks they're that much better than Coach. Look at me now. And then she won me over about it. So I started watching her and watching her and watching her. And she had this little black one of these and I just fell in love with it. But this one's more up my alley because it's got different colors, different textures. And
So Minnie corrupted you?
she did, yeah. She has no idea she did, so she shouldn't be on any list. But she just did. She loved handbags in a way that I loved handbags. And then to have her speak to the history and the all the background stuff about the bags too, it just kind of won me over. I started looking into stuff. I started seeing how things came to be, what small origins they came from and became a fan, obviously. So yeah, this bag was there and I was looking at it, and then I looked and it was gone. And I told myself I was going to get it. I know I was going to get it. Now it's gone. It's gone. It was a great price. Probably never going to see one like this again with the colors I like and the suede. And I felt bad. And just on a whim, I just kind of kept checking the site again and again. And lo and behold, about 2 weeks later, it showed back up. So I don't know if somebody bought it and didn't like it and returned it, if they just took it off to put it back on later, or what they did, but I bought it. As soon as it showed back up, I bought it, and that was it. Then then I just rolled on down the hill because it was like Lay's potato chips once I had one.
That's a hell of a big hill.
Yeah, it was. So this one always evokes that in me because it's when I knew. Now I right around the same time ended up spending a mint on my Chanel boy bag, but the Celine bag is I knew. I was down the rabbit hole. I wasn't just down it. I was, 100 feet already digging through.
You were going past Alice and everybody.
Right. Yeah. So those are the bags that I chose to tell you what bags provoke emotions in me. It to be 100% honest, they all do, and all for different reasons. Those were just the ones that stood out to me. I could pick out ones that I like. This stirs emotions. I got this at the thrift store super cheap and I really like it. What emotion makes me feel like I did a good job, like I was thrifty, like I got really lucky. So I mean there's just, they all evoke emotion or I wouldn't have them. And if it was a negative emotion, I wouldn't have them. So yeah, that's the ones I picked to show you for today. If you'd like to do this tag, consider yourself tagged. I would love to see more people do this tag. I really like it. And if you do, tag me in it too so I can see what your favorites were, because there's a lot of you out there that I would, or not favorites, what ones evoke emotion from you so much so that you're going to include them in your video. But yeah, I would love to see everybody who watches this do the tag and tag me in their video when they do it. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. I would really appreciate that as well. I do put out handbag, primarily luxury and contemporary related handbag and small leather good type content on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Every Monday, I do a bag swap where I swap from my current bag into my next bag, give you a little bit of information about both, and also switch out all my small leather goods. Every other Thursday, I do a book-related video where I talk about a book or books that I've been reading, want to read, books that I do book hauls generally. And you can find me over on Instagram if you haven't already found me there. I'm at James Jam. It's just JAME_S_Jam. And until next time, please do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Thank you so much for watching.